In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an online registration form in WordPress. Now, this is a website I'm making for a client. It's an alumni website where they want their members to register on their platform. And this is the simple form they have given me in Word so that I'll convert it into an electronic form on their website. So in this video, I'm going to take you through step by step how to create this form in WordPress. So if you want to learn how to create an online application form in WordPress, keep watching. Hello guys, this is Sonic here at Dikupages Web, where I do web tutorials just like this one. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. That said, let's jump into the video. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create an online registration form with WordPress. So to do that, I go to the back end of my website, then I go over to plugins, click on add new. Under search plugins, I search for WPForms. I have WPForms here. It's a drag and drop form builder that I'm going to use to create my online form. I click on install now. It is installed. I go ahead and activate. The plugin is installed and activated successfully. Next, I go to WPForms right here, then I click on add new. In here, I have so many sample forms I can choose from. So from here, I can choose any of these sample forms. But before I do that, first of all, I'll enter the name of my form in here. Then I'm going to go ahead and use blank form so that I build my form from scratch. So in here, you see that I don't have any fields yet. So I can just go ahead and click on these fields to add them up. So the first field I'll add is name. I just click on it and it will appear right here. Awesome. So let me refer to my form. So I have name, that is first name and surname, and that is exactly what I have here. I have first and last. And the next field I want is address. So I'm just going to use a single line text for the address. Next, I refer back to my form again, and I need city or state. Again, I can use the single line text, but if I don't want to insert this again, I can just click here to duplicate it. And I go ahead and click on OK. Awesome. Don't worry, I'll show you how to change the labels. So next, I refer back to my form again. I have mobile and email. So for mobile, I'll use numbers because I cannot use phone here because it's grayed out. For me to be able to use any of these fields down here, I need to upgrade to the pro version of WPForms. So next, I have email. Awesome. And the first part of the form is done. I refer to my form again. I have year of enrollment and graduation. Going back, unfortunately I don't have date and time picker here. It's under the pro version, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the single line. So what I can do is I can duplicate this, then I'll just move it to the location I want. As simple as that. I duplicate it once more. For the completion date, take note I have year of enrollment and graduation. So that is enrollment year and completion year. Next is department, but I don't want to use department. I want to use programs. So I go back and now I'm going to use a drop down. So I just click on it and I have my drop down in here. I refer back to my form. Next is house and followed by association or clubs. With the last two fields, I can use drop down for all of them since they have limited number of houses and associations. So I'll just go ahead and duplicate this. Okay. Then duplicate it once more. Okay. Now I have all my fields I want to use on my form. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and rename the fields. So I start from name. So once I'm renaming the fields, I'll also go ahead and customize them as I go. So first I click on name. So here I can change the label if I want, and the format I can choose whatever format. So if I choose simple, I'll have only one field. And if I choose first last, I'll have first and last names. And finally first, middle and last. So I'll have first name, middle name and last name. But for my purpose, I'm going to use first and last. Next, I click on single line, and this is what I'll use for address. I'll make it required. The next field is city, so I click here remove all this, then I enter city. I will make that required as well. Next is phone, so I remove numbers and make it phone. I make that a requirement. Email is intact. The next field is enrollment year, so I click on it and I go ahead and enter enrollment year. It is a required field, so I make it required. Next is completion year. It's also a required field. Next is courses, so I click on the first drop down, and in here the label I enter courses, or maybe course, and it's a requirement. So the first choice, I'll enter the first course. So I have business, then the next one, home science. So I'll just go ahead and enter the rest and get back to you. Okay, I have all the courses. Next is houses, so I'll just go ahead and click in here and I change the label to house. I'll just go ahead and enter the houses in here. I have all the houses, and finally associations. Alright, I've entered all the associations and I'm going to make it a required. I forgot to make house a requirement, so I click on it, then I go ahead and toggle it on. Next, I go over to settings. Under general, I have the name of my form. I can give it a description if I want. The submit button text, if I want to change it, I can do that from here. I'll keep the default settings. Next, I go over to notifications. The first field is sent to email address. So with this tag, the form will be sent to the particular email address I used to set up WordPress. But if I want the form submissions to go to a different email address, I'll just go ahead and specify that in here. In the email subject line, new alumni application entry, I can change it. And then the form name, NOSA, that is the name of the association. And then the rest of the fields, I'll leave them as they are. Next is confirmations. So what message should users see immediately after submitting the form? So you see, thanks for contacting us, we'll be in touch with you shortly. So I'll change it to thanks for submitting your application. And now my form is done. I just go ahead and click on save. It is saved, then I can exit from here. And now I have my form in here, so I can just go ahead and grab this shortcode and paste it in whatever page I want. Or I can go to the page where I want it and I insert it from there. I'll just go ahead and create a new page. So I go over to pages, then I click on add new. Add title, I enter alumni application, and then in here I just go ahead and click on this plus icon, then I search for WPForms. I have WPForms in here, just click on it, and from the drop down I select my alumni application form. Awesome. Then I go ahead and click on publish. Publish again. Now I can view the page. So in here I have my application form. Perfect. But you can see that course, house and association, they already have some of their items pre-selected. I don't want that. So what I can do is go back to the back end. Then I click on WPForms. I click to edit the form. Going down, I click on course. So in here I click to add a new field. Then I name it select one or choose one. Then I click and move it to top. Awesome. Then I go ahead and update my form. Now if I exit from here, I'll just use preview to view my form. So I right click on it, open link in a new tab. So for course, you see that it's now choose one. So this is now an instruction, choose one, so that they drop down the arrow and choose what is applicable to them. Awesome. Now let me go ahead and fill this form and show you some other thing. Now I've filled the form, and in here under choose a course, I've not selected anything. Let me submit the form. Let's see what happens. You see that the form is been submitted. Meanwhile, I've not selected anything under courses. And the reason is that, let me take you to the form and show you something. If I click on course, you see that choose one is one of the choices in here. So if anybody leave the form as it is, that is choose one, they will be able to submit the form. So how can I make this work well so that user will be forced to choose business, home science up to secretariatship? So I'll remove this, then I go to advanced, and the placeholder I enter choose one. So with this, users will not be forced to choose from the various choices. So I'll do the same thing to houses and association. Alright, I've changed them, then I just go ahead and save. I exit from here. Now if I go to pages, I have my application in here, and I click on view to view my page. I'll exit from here and here for now. Now if I scroll down, you see that I have the option choose one, choose one, choose one. Now let me fill the form again, and let's see how this works. So now I've filled the form, but for association I'm not choosing anything. I'll just leave it as choose one, then I click on submit. You see that this field is required. I'll just have to draw down the arrow and choose from the list, then I click on submit, and the form is submitted. Awesome. Now my form is created, but users of this website will not be able to access the form. So what I'm going to do is create a new link as part of the menu in here, and also take it to the home page of the website. So if I go to the home page, I have a button that says join now, so I'll put a link in here as well as a menu in here. So to do that, first of all, I go to the back end, then I go over to appearance, menus. I have alumni application in here. I click to select it, add to menu. It is added, but I don't want the whole of alumni application as the name. I drop down the arrow and I change the name from here. So I enter join as, and I go ahead and save. Now if I come to the front end of my website and refresh, you see join now as part of my menu. The next thing is to link it to this button, and I've used Elementor to design this page. So I click on edit with Elementor. My page is opened with Elementor. I click on the button, and the link, I remove the hashtag from here and I enter alumni application. I'll get a perfect match. I just go ahead and click on it to insert the link, then I click on update. It is updated. I exit from here, view page, and now users of this website can click on join now in order to get to the form. Awesome. So that's it guys on how to create an online application form in WordPress. I hope this video was helpful. If you found value, kindly hit the like button, subscribe, and also enable the notification bell so that you won't miss out on future videos. Keep watching, and I'll see you in the next one.